Get this turned down here. Hello everyone, welcome into the Monday Night CaresNet. My name is Colton at KI5LDJ. Very happy to see all of you here. I apologize I got on camera a little late, but it is 7 o'clock and I don't know if Mr. Peter is gonna ID, but we are about to get started. I appreciate everyone coming in and saying hi tonight. Sounds like someone's trying. We better go ahead and get going. Alrighty, well, I think that's my sign here. It is 7 o'clock, and this is KI5LDJ. Being 7, I think we know what that means. It is now time for the Canton Area Radio Emergency Services Monday Night Info and Training Net. Or Info and Trivia Net, goodness. Alright, my name is Colton. And the call sign is KI5LDJ as previously stated. I will be net control for this evening's CaresNet. I'm located about halfway between Canton and Edgewood, up 859. And we're going to go ahead and get into it. I almost forgot to get trivia questions, so I was rushing around. Hey, looks like we also have Dana and Harv joining us in chat. Welcome in, guys. Very glad to have you here. If anyone is new around here, CARES is the Canton Area Radio Emergency Services Radio Club. This net is held Monday evenings at 1900 hours local time here on the K5VZC repeater at 147.200 MHz and is open to all valid amateur radio license holders. We encourage you to join in and participate here on the air, but if you're not licensed, have no fear. You can find us over on YouTube live streaming the whole net where you can join in the chat, join in on the fun without a license. A little bit of sunburn. I might have my camera set up a little bit funny. That could be what it is. Like I said, kind of got through this rather rapidly. CARES Radio Club meets monthly on the third Wednesday of every month at 6:30 p.m. at the Van Zandt County Library on FM 859. That's next to the Blackwell House Historic Home. All interested parties are welcome to attend. The purpose of this net is to build amateur radio use throughout Van Zandt County by providing a venue for operators to become comfortable and proficient in speaking over the public airwaves, and so that should an emergency arise in our community, we will be ready to help receive and transmit emergency messages. If at any time you have an emergency situation arise, you may interrupt the net with a break transmission and I will take that call immediately. Are there any emergency calls at this time? KI5LDJ standing by for emergency traffic. Yeah, I was, you'd think I'd be able to just set the settings for the camera the same and just leave it, but that's never how it ends up working. Yes, for some reason I'm always having to tweak something and all that, and things kind of get out of whack every now and again. Unable to key up. Oh, well, that's very sad to hear, David. I'm glad you made it here to join us online, though. That is certainly better than nothing. It's very good to have you around. All right. Thankfully, I hear none. Well, with that out of the way, I will now begin taking check-ins for tonight's CaresNet. When you check in, please give me only your call sign and slowly and phonetically. After checking in, should you also need to check out early, let me know you'll be short time. Those wishing to join us for the Monday night CaresNet, please come now with your call sign.
Kilo Delta 5, Kilo Juliet Zulu. Kilo U5, Bravo Delta India.
Sounds like
Kilo Juliet 5, Hotel Tango Oscar.
we had a double in there with Kevin.
Kilo Juliet 5, Golf India Oscar.
Look at that. Got 11 of you folks in here. That's excellent. Thank you guys so much for being here. Feel free to jump in and say hi in the chat. Always glad to have more people. We'll see how good you guys are at trivia. I have a very specific topic for everyone tonight that not everyone is probably going to know, so we'll see how it goes. Alrighty, I will take the break right there. I'm going to take the break that we have there and recognize the stations that have checked in thus far. Looks like we have Kilo Delta 5, Kilo Juliet Zulu, Kilo India 5, Bravo Delta India, Kilo Juliet 5 Hotel Tango Oscar, and Kilo Juliet 5 Golf India Oscar. Thank you guys so much for checking in. I did have a double in there. I'm not sure if you managed to come back and try again, but let me go ahead and get that station only. If you just tried to check in and I did not call your call sign, please come back to me one more time.
Kilo Charlie 5, Charlie Mike Bravo.
Alright, there it is. Looks like we have Kilo Charlie 5, Charlie Mike Bravo. Thank you so much for coming back to me there. Are there any others wishing to join us for the Monday Night CaresNet? Now is the time for check-ins. Please come now with your call sign.
This is Kilo Foxtrot 5, Victor Alpha Victor.
Alright, well we got Cody. I wonder if he's mobile again. I think he was saying he had to get in his vehicle and get away from the house to get into the machine. So we'll see what the status is on that. Alrighty, I picked up one more. We have Kilo Foxtrot 5, Victor Alpha Victor. Very lovely to have you in here. Thank you so much. Are there any others out there that want to check in? We'll throw it out here one more time and we'll get into moving everyone in. So if you'd like to join us for the Monday Night CaresNet, we are currently taking check-ins. Please come now with your call sign. Yeah, I wonder how many other people are having issues getting into this machine. I believe the antenna is in the same place, so I think the receiver is definitely playing into it. Alrighty, I hear no more check-ins. So, let's go ahead and go through our list of call signs. You guys are all vets here, so you know how it goes, but what's going to happen now is I will go through the list of call signs for those who have checked in, and if each operator would please give us your first name, approximate location, and any traffic or suggested topics for discussion. First on my list of check-ins is Kilo Delta 5, Kilo Juliet Zulu.
Good evening to you, Mr. Colton. This is Randy, 4 miles south of Canton, off of 198. No traffic that I know of. So, back to Nick, 85 KJ.
Alright, excellent. Thank you so much, Mr. Randy. Good to have you as always. Hope your Monday is going well. Next up I have Kilo India 5, Bravo Delta India.
Yeah, baby. 7 for miles north, by 20 off of Highway 19. No traffic.
Alrighty, we have Mr. Kevin in with no traffic from the north side of Canton. Thank you so much, sir. I appreciate it. Next to check in will be Kilo Juliet 5, Hotel Tango Oscar.
Good evening, everyone. First name, Matt. I'm located a couple miles east of Canton here at I-20 at 1255. I have no traffic at this time. KJ5HTL, back to net.
Alrighty, Mr. Matt, thank you so much for checking in with us here. Always early into the online net and always checking in on the air. I appreciate it. Next up, we have Kilo Juliet 5, Golf India Oscar.
Hey, it's Ryan. I'm actually in downtown West Point Mobile right now. Nothing to report.
Alright, we have a mobile Ryan from Wills Point. Sounds great. Getting in just fine from over there on that side of the repeater. I appreciate you checking in, sir. Thank you for being here. Alright, my second to last on my list here will be Kilo Charlie 5, Charlie Mike Bravo.
Hey, it's Gary. Just sitting here at the house, watching the live stream and everything.
Alright, Gary. Thank you so much for being here and participating online. Love to see that. Or read it, I guess. You know how it goes. Thank you so much for being here and checking in. Alright, last but certainly not least, we have Kilo Foxtrot 5, Victor Alpha Victor.
Good evening, everybody. This is Cody, KF5VAV. Currently mobile, just a couple miles east of Highway 19 on Interstate 20. Definitely not able to get into my house still, so not sure what's going on there. So we are at mobile, so in the Pollard Mobile. All 7 of us will be answering trivia. KF5VAV tonight.
Alright, well, we're glad that we could get you in there anyways. Very glad to hear your voice on the net, even if you're having to drive around. So, you guys stay safe out there when you're on the roads. Alright, well, fantastic, y'all. I guess before we move on, we'll just throw it out one more time, make sure we don't have any late joiners. Last call for check-ins before we move on. This is KI5LDJ with the Monday Night Cares Net looking for check-ins for the last time. If you'd like to join us for the net, please come now with your call sign. Alright, I did just read this, Dana. You got your Skyward certification. Congratulations. That is fantastic. You may have a leg up on our trivia this evening. Hint, hint. Alright, I hear no more check-ins. As a reminder, this will be a directed net, and in order to keep doubling to a minimum, please do not start a conversation before receiving recognition by net control. Please also allow a few seconds after our repeater's courtesy tone before you key up to allow internet-connected stations and linked repeaters a chance to transmit. Alright, we will now move into our business for the night, the traffic part of the traffic and trivia net. no one has any announcements this evening, so we'll have our favorite form of traffic. That's gonna come from Mr. KI5BDI. I don't know if you have a bad dad joke ready tonight, but we certainly all hope you do. So I'll pass it off to you. KI5BDI, do you have a bad dad joke for us this evening?
KI5BDI, I sure do. Why don't fish play basketball? Why don't fish play basketball? Anybody got an idea why fish play basketball?
I don't know. It's probably pretty difficult without legs and hands. Anyone want to make a guess? Anyone got an idea?
Fish don't play basketball because they're afraid of the net.
They're crappy at it. Oh man, that is a good one. We did have some good last minute guesses too. My ex-file said because they're crappy at it. The fish, crappy. You get it. I think you did have a double in there, so someone was definitely trying. But yes, I can see that being afraid of the net does not make for a good basketball player. Well, alright guys, once again, this is KI5LDJ, your net control station for the Monday Night Cares Info and Trivia Net. We're going to move into the trivia portion of tonight's net, and I have a very timely subject for us tonight. I'm sure you all know, as you all remember, I have been nagging you about your Skywarn certifications for the past, I don't know, month or so. And so tonight, I'm putting that to the test. I did not recognize anyone over in Emory, although it looks like Miss Dana here went and got her certification. So maybe she was there. Maybe she did the online class. Not sure. But I'm going to test you guys on your Skywarn and storm spotting knowledge tonight. Alright, and we're gonna keep with our recent format. I will pose a question to the net, and anyone that would like to make a guess will bring me their call sign. Kind of like hitting a buzzer in a trivia game. So there's that. Maybe you guys can race and see who knows the most or who remembers the most from their last certification. They are good for 2 years, so maybe it's only been a year since you did yours. Maybe it'll give you plenty of time to have forgotten some of this. So we'll see how all of you do. Alrighty. Let's see here. Question number 1. I'll issue my own caveat to this one. Question number 1. What is the minimum hail size that should typically be reported to the National Weather Service? What is the minimum hail size that should typically be reported to the National Weather Service? I will qualify this and say that they do say that you can report slightly earlier than this for a certain reason or another, but I think if you remember a little bit, you'll be able to get this one. So, what is the minimum hail size that should be typically reported to the National Weather Service? Hey, Jason, welcome in. Alright, and he was quick on it. We have KJ5HTO with a guess. What do you think, sir? Penny size.
Man, I'm just gonna jump out there and say 1 inch.
1 inch. Alright, we have 1 inch from Mr. HTO. Pretty reasonable guess. We have a couple other guesses online. Looks like we have 1/2 inch and penny sized as well online. Not penny wise, penny sized. Anyone else want to throw out a different guess? Maybe put your knowledge to the test here. What is the minimum hail size that should typically be reported to the National Weather Service? Try Charlie G is saying dime size.
KJ5GIO.
All right, we have a guess from KJ5GIO. Go ahead, sir. 2-inch penny. It's a big penny.
Is it the size of a quarter?
The size of a quarter. All right, we have the size of a quarter. Pretty good, pretty good. I think I could see either one of those being right. Let's see. Anyone else like to throw out a guess before I give you the answer? All right, hearing none, I'll go ahead and give it to you guys. The minimum hail size that should typically be reported to the National Weather Service is 1 inch in diameter or quarter-sized. So there you go. Both of our on-air guesses got it right. That is exceptional. And then for my little caveat, they do say that you can report penny-sized hail, 3/4 inch hail, because just the nature of the weather. It is likely that if you're seeing that hail that it could grow in diameter to be quarter-sized very soon. So I think everyone did pretty good on that one. Go, and we had another guess of dime. Maybe a little too small, but I think you were on the right track. Alrighty guys, a good strong start to our Skywarn trivia tonight. Let's see. Let me go ahead and, okay. So let's get a little bit more tricky. Actually, no. We'll go ahead and give you this one. I think you guys might get this one. Our next question. What is the most dangerous type of flooding? Responsible for the highest number of weather-related fatalities? What is the most dangerous type of flooding responsible for the highest number of weather-related fatalities? Would anyone like to guess? Alright, we have KD5KJZ. It sounds like we had a double, but I think you won that battle there. So, the floor is yours. KD5KJZ.
We're going to make a guess of flash flooding. Flash flooding. KD5KJZ.
Flash, flash, flash. Alright. Well, looks like the folk on the internet are agreeing with you so far. Lots of answers for flash flooding. Does anyone have any different guesses? Anyone else like to throw anything out? I'm just now realizing I didn't put the answer to the last question. So sorry. Alrighty, it looks like we have our final answer there. The answer, of course, as you guys are all saying online and probably thinking over on the other side of your radios, is flash flooding. Flash flooding and, well, flooding in general, but of course particularly flash flooding, actually is the leading cause of weather-related fatalities. Not tornadoes, not freezing, it is actually flooding. So remember what they say, turn around, don't drown. Alrighty, now we're gonna see if we can get into one that's a bit more tricky. This one is really gonna test you guys, so we'll see if anyone gets it. Our next question: which feature of a supercell thunderstorm is most commonly associated with tornado formation? I'll repeat that for you. Which feature of a supercell thunderstorm is most commonly associated with tornado formation? Now there might be a couple for this, so if you get, I know it's a little vague, but we'll give it to you guys if you get one of the possible answers that could interpret this as. Would anyone like to take a guess?
KF5, baby.
A wall cloud. Okay, we have a quick guess from KF5VAV. What do you think, sir? Another for wall cloud.
A hook echo or a hail core.
Okay. We have a hook echo or hail core. All right. Pretty good guess. I think I could see that being possible. Would anyone else like to throw out a different guess?
K5 catches me.
Oh. All right. Well, you got in there as well. Randy won the double fight on that, but I did hear the very end of KJ5HTO. So we'll start with KD5KJZ. Wall cloud.
Alright, sorry about that, Matt. We're gonna go with rear flank downdraft.
Okay.
Rear flank downdraft. K5 KJZ.
Rear flank downdraft. All right. Also very reasonable. Let's see what Mr. HTO thinks. KJ5HTO. He is Mr. Quick Draw.
Alright, I'm gonna throw wall cloud out there. KJ5HTO back to net.
All right, and we have a guess of wall cloud. Some very good guesses, and very surprisingly split. You guys all had different ideas of what it might be. And like I said, the question is a bit vague. You know, there's a few different things that you can look for that are typically indicative of where a tornado will form. However, I am given one answer, and I was gonna give credit for a different one. So the answer that I'm given is the mesocyclone. Mesocyclone. Very specific and very small point in the life cycle, which actually comes from our most popular guess, the wall cloud. Yes, mesocyclone or wall cloud. The tornadoes most commonly form on the where the two halves of the storm are, on the updraft and the downdraft. Of course, that rotating air forms the mesocyclone, but yes, tornadoes also come out of a wall cloud, and usually in the rain-free basin too. So there we go. How about that? You guys all did pretty good. Okay, let's see. What can we give you next? All right. How about this one? We have a question about the stages, the life cycle of a thunderstorm. So, I'll kind of take any generic answer on this one too. If you want to say like beginning or the end, or if you have a specific name, totally fine. Our next question: in the life cycle of a thunderstorm, which stage is characterized by strong updrafts and little to no precipitation? In the life cycle of a thunderstorm, which stage is characterized by strong updrafts and little to no precipitation? Anyone like to take a guess?
KJ5HTO.
Stage 1 development. Alright, we have HTO on the air trying to make a guess. KJ5 HTO, what do you think?
Alright, I'm gonna go middle.
Middle, okay.
Middle. KJ5HTO back to net.
Alright, we have a guess of the middle stage. We'll take that. We have a couple other, we'll have a couple other guesses online too. Like, we have some guesses from Dana and Maxwell Leslie. Would anyone else like to throw in their guess before I give you the answer?
K5 KJZ.
Alrighty, we have KD5KJZ. Mr. KD5KJZ, what are you thinking? You're guessing.
Well, I'm thinking of the beginning, the building stage, where it's
Okay.
actually forming. So it's pulling in moisture, so the indraft or updraft. Building stage. K5 KJZ.
Alrighty, we'll take that, the building stage, the first stage, the beginning of it. Okay, pretty good. Got a couple different guesses there. Well, let's see here. We have a few different guesses, and we have a few people online guessing as well. I'm giving a very specific name for this. Now, this is correct, but a few of you got it correct as well. The answer is the cumulus or development stage. Stage 1, very beginning of it. And yes, I have wonderful explanation from Mr. Andy there. Characterized by strong updrafts as the cumulus clouds rise into the air, all that air rushing upward, and usually no precipitation because that comes in the downdraft, right? So very good. You guys are doing pretty great at this. All right. Excuse me. All right, and our final question for this evening. This is going to be the most difficult one that we have tonight. Our final Skywarn and storm spotting related trivia question for tonight. If you see a rotating wall cloud with rapid vertical motion, what should you do? If you see a rotating wall cloud with rapid vertical motion, what should you do? Who wants to take a guess? It's a good one.
KJ5HTO.
All right, he's getting in there. We have a guess from KJ5HTO. Go ahead.
Well, several things. Take shelter or run. So, no, take shelter.
All right, take shelter. Sounds pretty reasonable. Anyone else like to take a guess there?
85 KJZ.
All right, our resident weather expert over there. Once again, Mr. KD5KJZ, what say you?
Well, I definitely don't know about the expert part, but maybe it would be a good idea to seek shelter. Secondly, you might put your head between your legs and, well, no, we're not going to finish that. Never mind. Seek shelter. 85 KJZ.
All right, another one for taking shelter. Well, although I have to admit that's not the answer I'm given, I will definitely give it to you because the answer that I'm given is you should report it immediately to the NWS as it may indicate tornado development. And yes, given that it may indicate tornado development, I will absolutely take shelter. Probably a good idea. All right, you guys did really good, and I must say I'm very proud of Miss Dana over there online. She claims to have gotten her Skywarn certification, and I think it shows. She got every single one of those questions right, so that is fantastic. And a lot from Maxwell as well, and you guys on the air did not half bad yourselves. I think you guys remember quite a lot from your Skywarn training, so that is really great to hear. So congratulations everyone on passing your Skywarn knowledge test there. With that out of the way, guys, we are a little past 30 after the hour, so we're gonna go ahead and begin closing down the net and take checkouts. Let you guys get on your way for the rest of your week. Thank you guys so much for participating in the trivia. That was a lot of fun. All right, as we go ahead and close the net down, what we do, as we always do, gonna go back through our list of call signs for those who have checked in and give everyone a chance to say their goodbyes. Any last comments that they may have. So we'll start from the top of our list here. You guys know how this goes. We'll pass it over to Mr. Randy. KD5, KJZ.
Yes,
Dana did fantastic. Yeah, every single question right. You were really paying attention.
All right, very good. Thank you, Mr. Colton. Thanks for running the net and keeping the live stream up and running. Good to hear and see everybody over there. All those who are visiting, including Mr. Drew up there in Ohio. Hopefully he's staying warm. Y'all have a good evening. Hope to see everybody face to face soon. 85 KJZ, nothing further.
All right, yeah. It's much warmer down here, Drew. I don't know how it's feeling up there. Alrighty, thank you, Mr. Andy. We greatly appreciate it as always. Showing us the ropes for your weather knowledge. Thank you for being here, and have a great rest of your week, sir. 7-3 to you and the wife. Let's see, Kevin is up next. AI5 BDI.
AI5 BDI, thanks for running the net and finding out some of our weather information. AI5 BDI, back to net control.
Depends on where you're. I just saw that from Charlie. Yeah, that's true. All right. Hey, thank you very much, Mr. Kevin. I appreciate your kind words, and as always, I appreciate the best bad dad jokes. It would definitely not be the same without those. So thank you very much, sir, for being here and joining us for that. My next check-in, my next check-out, next on my check-in list, will be from Mr. Matt, AJ5HTO.
Alright, thank you, Colton. Hey, great job on the air and on the internet, so appreciate it. Great questions, great subject. Guess we all better get ready. So anyhow, y'all have a great rest of your week, and talk to you next time. It's KJ5HTO, back to net.
Well, thank you, Mr. Matt. Very kind of you. And yes, the storm season is upon us, so hopefully we're all prepared for passing off reports and making sure everyone stays safe. Thank you so much for being here, sir. Participating in both places as always. We appreciate it. You have a good rest of your night and a great week, sir. Next up, we have Ryan, KJ5GIO. Thank you, Dana. Thank you so much for being here. And thank you to Max
It's been a while since I've been on the radio. It's just been busy on Monday night. But hey, I like the new format. It makes it a little bit more streamlined, and seems like we can get a few more questions. So, talk to y'all later. KJ5GIO.
I agree. It's been too long since we heard your voice on the Monday Night Net. Thank you for finding the time to join us, and I appreciate your input there on the format. I think it's been working all right. So yeah, thank you so much for being here. Drive safe going home, and have a good rest of your night and a great rest of your week. Next up, we have Gary, Kilo Charlie 5, Charlie Mike Bravo.
Enjoyed it as usual. Sorry I missed the meeting last week. But, yeah. Got signed up for both classes. 5 seems clear the net.
Alright, well, that is excellent to hear. Maybe you'll be answering these questions soon enough. You'll have all the knowledge you need. Thank you for being here and joining us recently week after week. We appreciate having you, and no worries. We'll be here. We'll be here month after month for our meeting. So maybe we'll see you next time. But you have a good one, sir. Alright, last but not least, we have Cody. Kilo Foxtrot 5 Victor Alpha Victor. If I can speak. Alpha.
Thanks for running that again, Colton. Appreciate you doing that every time. I hope y'all have had a great week. Good seeing everybody at the meeting last week. Hopefully we'll get to work on some repeater equipment and everything thanks to the generous donations of some folks. We got a lot of work to do and a lot of work been done. Appreciate all you guys for helping and gals. I'll have a great week. KF5 DV.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for that, Cody. And yes, we have some new equipment to be put in and worked on, and lots of good stuff ahead of us. I can't agree more. Thank you so much to everyone who makes this thing possible. It's only possible because of folks like you guys that volunteer and help out and make this thing real. So thank you so much to everyone for being part of this, and thanks once again to everyone for joining us for tonight's net, including myself and the internet. Looks like we had 9, no, 10 check-ins. So, not bad. A pretty good showing. I really appreciate everyone being here and taking some time out of your Mondays to join us. Hopefully you guys have a great rest of your week and y'all stay safe. We'll look forward to seeing you and hearing from you next time. Until then, this is KI5LDJ. We're closing down the net, returning the repeater to normal amateur radio traffic. 7-3s, KI5LDJ. Okay, well, that went all right. I appreciate you guys being here. Thank you so much. Of course, Miss D is busy, not here to remind us, so Maxwell did it. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the video. Of course, you know, if you're already here, you're probably coming back, so definitely need to subscribe so you get notified whenever we go live. Feel free to share with anyone interested in amateur radio. Talked about storm spotting tonight and anything having to do with communications, especially around the county. Don't need to be licensed to join in, as you guys can see, so feel free to share it around. Anyone's welcome to join and try and get in on our trivia. And liking the video just helps. Really nice. If you like it, you let me know that you like it. It's in the name. It's pretty great. So thank you guys so much. 7-3 to everyone, as Mr. Matt says over there in chat. Hope you guys have a great rest of your week. And we'll look forward to seeing you guys next Monday. Same time, same place. Y'all know how it goes. Until then, y'all have a good one. 7-3s. Bye-bye, y'all.